Yes, you're going to be imperfect. Yes, you are going to fuck it up. Yes, it is going to be awkward. It will maybe even be very painful. It may even set you back momentarily. What's the best place to start? What mindset to use when you are living in a country where everything is corrupted and you're working for $250 and feeding both yourself and your family, yet desperately want to succeed? I have never been stuck in a country like that, so all I can say is from a mindset perspective, I think the thing you have to focus on is there is a way. And even if that's there is a way out of this country, if that's the only thing that you consider a viable solution, making sure that your mindset is solution-oriented, that's the key. And that really is a choice. Because look, if you look for how the deck is stacked against you, that's all you're gonna see. If you look for how hopeless the situation is, that's all you're gonna see. If, on the other hand, you focus on there is always a way. And I will give you the example from the famous General Hannibal, who had the job of getting elephants across the Swiss Alps, if I'm not mistaken. And he said, we'll either find a way or we'll make one. And he actually ended up getting the elephants across the Alps. So that is one of those, the solution was born of the mindset. If he didn't believe it was possible, he would never take that first step. And this is why I'm obsessed with this notion that humans lead with belief. The reason he was able to get elephants over a mountain was because he chose to believe that it was possible, and he was going to keep looking for any possibility, over, under, through, around, like whatever it takes to get over that obstacle. There is a way. And super random example, but Maria Sharapova, her father, during the collapse of the Soviet Union, her father got a visa to take her to America when they weren't giving visas to go to America, and they had to leave her mother behind for years. I can't remember how many years the mom was left back in Russia, but it wasn't a short period of time. But that's what he had to do. That was the only way to get his daughter out, to give her the shot that she needed. He believed that Florida was a place to take her, and obviously he ended up being right, as she was ranked many, many times #1 in the world, and has been the highest paid female athlete. But all of this started when her mom was pregnant. They were actually living in the shadow of the Chernobyl disaster. They then flee there, they go to Sochi, realize there's no opportunities in Sochi, and he talks a visa agent into giving him, or a customs agent, whatever they're called. And the guy that he happened to get that was deciding whether or not to give him the visa also had a daughter who played tennis, which I think is actually worse for him. And he still managed to convince him to give him the visa. So that's but one example of an avalanche. I'm so scared to fail. Is it too late for me to start? I'm 36. Am I too old for it? The answer is absolutely not. So first of all, from my perspective, at 36, you're a spring chicken. So I definitely wouldn't be worried about whether or not you're too old for something. Even if you were 56, 66, 86, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, think about how long a year really is. So even if you only had a year left, I would say that it's not too late to really enjoy that year. Once you have failed, and failed just brutally, publicly, or whatever, you're going to realize that on the other side of that, you absolutely can rebuild 100%. Like, at the end of the day, the only thing that matters are your actions. The only thing that matters are the skills that you're able to acquire. And if you're not spending every day focused on getting better and becoming truly extraordinary, then all hope is lost. And if you want to get ahead in life, boys and girls, I promise you, the only thing you need to focus on is actually getting good. Actually get good. That's it. And that's somehow becoming more and more lost in today's Instagram culture. Is they're not focused on execution. They're trying to build a following before they've built something. And that is where this gets terrifying. And in fact, I'm going to co-op a Kobe Bryant quote. He said, "Boos don't block dunks." But I'm also going to say this: cheers don't make dunks. So it doesn't matter whether people are booing or cheering you on. It doesn't matter if you have a massive following or not. The only thing that matters is, are you actually good at something? So get so good they can't ignore you. That's the path. That's how you stop yourself from failing. How do you figure out your purpose? All right, this one is very easy, and it goes like this. Inside of you right now, based on the things that you've encountered in your life, there are areas of interest. That's it. You're not going to go inside and discover that you have this hidden passion or purpose lying within you, what you're going to realize is that you have areas of interest. You're going to engage with those areas of interest. Those areas of interest then, while they're turned into something that you're legitimately fascinated by, it has completely captured your attention, or it won't. If it doesn't, you set it aside, you move on to the next thing. Engage with it until you find the one that you're really fascinated by. Then you're going to go into the process of gaining mastery. And in the process of actually getting so good that they can't ignore you, of acquiring the skill set that I was just talking about, in that process, it's either going to develop into a passion, something where you're actually good at. You've got the whole Greek notion of techne. That, my friends, is when you fall in love with something. And in that passion, you're going to decide at some point, is this sort of a private, quiet passion that I have? Like, I have a passion for video games. I love them, but they are not my purpose. So engaging with that, it's very clear to me. I love it. I enjoy it. It's very fun. But my real purpose in life is to teach other people how to leverage video games to build a mindset. Okay? And that focus on helping other people build a mindset to escape the matrix, to see what happens to the world, that is my purpose. But that was a decision. But at the end of the day, everything comes back to the thing I have decided is my purpose. So recognizing that it's a decision is very, very key. How can I get to the point where I say I am not some random average? One, humans lead with belief, so you're going to have to decide already right now that you're capable of learning things that are going to make you capable of the extraordinary. Any human being capable of asking that question, I will just tell you right now, you meet minimum requirements. So now it becomes a question of what do you do with your potential? In what way do you actuate it? So decide right now that you are capable of transcending the average, that you're not just some statistic, that you can do anything you set your mind to. But then you have to prove that to yourself by going out and doing it. I know I have potential to do better, and I believe life's got to be better than this, but I feel like something is holding me back from jumping any advice. Act right now. So whatever that thing is, literally, the only thing stopping you is you're allowing yourself to stop. So whatever it is right now, as you listen to my voice, whatever you've been contemplating doing but haven't done, just do right now. Right now, send the text, send the email, book the flight, whatever it is, pick up the phone, start dialing. If you've been holding yourself back from talking to somebody, yes, you're going to be imperfect. Yes, you are going to fuck it up. Yes, it is going to be awkward. It will maybe even be very painful. It may even set you back momentarily. But the thing you will realize in all of that is it didn't kill you. It didn't destroy your life. It sucked. It was uncomfortable. It made you feel badly about yourself for a minute because you were so clumsy and awkward. But you took action. And if you listen to me, I say that because it's fucking true. The only thing that you will ever get a result out of in your life is acting. It isn't from thinking. And those things are good, by the way. And I think that thinking about shit is awesome, but it never amounts to anything. The only thing that matters is acting. So if knock-on effect from a thought perspective, from what you'll learn perspective, from actually acting and doing something is exponentially greater than what you will get by thinking about it. That's it. So act, just do it. That's why that fucking Nike saying has stayed around forever, because it is so true. Just do it.